This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. And welcome to Sooner Nation and the Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. Taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Oklahoma Sooners. EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. The Oklahoma Sooners offense comes on the field to open this game. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to, a matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out, work against these defenses that they're facing, and try to put up as many points as they can.
They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Makes a quick catch. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Quarterback still with the football. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
He'll toss it to the back. Heading for the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Sooners.
When a quarterback's operating the option like this, there's nothing you can do. They tried to confuse him, attacked him, good awareness to pitch the ball to the back, let your playmaker do the rest. Nice big play and a touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here's the return from inside the 5. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. So Alabama's offense gets their first crack now. We know this top quarterback is a confident guy, but talking to him, he's also well aware how good that edge pass rusher on the other side is.
Well, he better be ready today. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing, but this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year with that kind of pass rushing ability. So he's going to have to maneuver around in that pocket to make plays.
Calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The freshman brings him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Look out, room to run here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Scanning the field, it's Simpson. The receiver makes the catch. Looks like Alabama will have the first down. This is becoming a productive drive, a first down at the 47.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
This time, a completion. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's a 2-yard gain, second and 8 coming up. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's third and long. Quarter breaker, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. To throw, it's Simpson. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. They're going to run it. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Will not be brought down. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. And the Sooners will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Okay, here comes the hurry-up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet. It's 3rd down for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Burks. They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. The Sooners pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. Grab behind the line. It's Burks. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
It's a quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Makes the grab. It's Burks. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. And out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. A quick juke. Another great move. Very close to the 1st down marker. On 2nd and inches, will they be aggressive here? 3 receivers bunched to the right. The shotgun handoff here. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Moves out of the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on a jet sweep. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to pass. It's Simpson. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking deep downfield to the left. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop. And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick completion to the tight end. Oh, and he fumbles. And the ball rolls out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but it's short of a 1st down. Quarterback roughed up. Let's hope he's okay. Automatic 1st down coming. Offense comes to the line with the 1st down. The defense going to have to overcome that costly 15-yard penalty. Receiver in motion now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loss of 4. Now, 4th down.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. He was on target with his first try. This is a chip shot from 24 yards. So now on comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first try. This is a chip shot from 24 yards. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Gets the first and still running. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Caught near the sideline for just a short gain.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Second down, we're going to throw it. Back-to-back deep shots. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. A minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Sooners will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Side complete. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. He'll hand it off. He gets loose. He's past the marker and still going. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
To the air, it's Simpson. Defense is coming after him. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The completion sets up a second down play. Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Caught near the sticks. It's Cuevas. That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Running for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Second down. Can they punch it in here? Third and goal from the 2. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Great looking drive. 11th play coming up. It's third and goal. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. He missed it. Off target that time. After the miss, still losing by 13. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
With the catch, it's Burks. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. We hit the quarter break. It's Oklahoma on top. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. 2 and clock with the running game.
I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. Hand it off for a draw. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. And the Sooners will line up to kick it away. And this will be the first punt for this offense tonight. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Throwing for his running back. He makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Offensively, you get to the fourth quarter, you're down in a game. You're thinking about vertical shots and getting out of bounds to try to stop the clock. If I'm
they trap him for a sack. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. The pass rush closing in. Grab down the middle. It's Portland. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
What a job by this quarterback here on fourth down. Had to survey the defense, eventually just goes to the check down for the running back, moves the chains, and keeps this drive going.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. And sack sets up second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Portland. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. The ball is picked off.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
The Sooners offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Quarterback keeps the football. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grant down the middle. It's Brooks. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. It's victory formation. The quarterback will kneel down. Well, that's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
football playoff preview and a chance for a top 10 team in the land to lean on the energy from the home crowd and knock off the #1 team in the country. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Hoosiers will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Alabama's offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the accepts it, they will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. So Indiana's offense will go to work for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
He's got him this time. He'll step out at about the 11.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. But they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. This crowd knows when to bring it. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's third and goal and third and long. Wilson to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for room. It's Hemby. And he never had a chance. just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wilson will throw. Finds his tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I know everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But think about it. Nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Third down, red zone play, round the line. Wilson to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here comes that Alabama offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll run play action. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense. They get a sack at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2 and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the left. Turning it on. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Simpson. With the catch, it's Williams.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From from the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Looks it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quick pass on the fly motion. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with.